Look like I need some damn sleep. Welcome to the Midlife Crisis. Was thinking, I'll start this one off like this. Don't get comfortable in the gray area. Where's that coming from? I was looking in the mirror this morning, and I was thinking to myself, I'm getting a little fat. Now, anybody looking at me is probably going to be like, nah, dude, stop it. You know, I don't look anywhere near, rotunda. Am I round? Am I laden with rolls of cellulite and marbling that would make me taste delicious on the grill? No, I'm not a fat bastard or anything like that. However, because I don't want to be, I look at myself in the mirror and I say I'm fat. I'm either fat or I'm skinny. Or fat or in shape. There's no gray area, and that's where the title of this one comes from. Don't get comfortable in the gray area. My mom is famous and has been famous for always saying to me, you oversimplify things. She's been saying it to me my entire life. And to be quite honest, I like oversimplifying things. Why? Because people get comfortable in the gray areas. People, if going back to the fat example, oh, I'm not too fat. I'm not so fat. I'm okay. You just jumped right out there and shit. I'm sorry. People just running stop signs in neighborhoods like nobody else is on the fucking road. God damn, people are stupid. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh, I'm not that fat. I'm just a little thick. I might look a little fluffy. I have some curves or something like that today. I'm not that bad. And you say all of that to make you comfortable. And why? Because it's a natural human thing. If you're comfortable, you're not going to move. If you're comfortable, you're not going to switch up anything that you're doing by definition, simply because you're comfortable. You're not going to switch it. You toss and turn in bed. Why? Because you're uncomfortable. So in life, it's the same thing. You're only going to start changing and start making different things happen when you're uncomfortable in the situation that you're in. So if you look in the mirror and you don't look the way that you want to look, don't try to make yourself comfortable in the gray area. Don't try to be like, oh, I'm only a little fat today, or I'm okay, I'll pass, and so on and so forth. Because what that starts to do is it creates a new level of comfort. It creates a new level of something that you're willing to accept. I look in the mirror and I see that I've got man boobs, and I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with that. It looks okay in a shirt. No one's complaining. Nah, I don't have to worry about these man boobs. I don't have to do any push-ups today. I don't have to limit my diet. No, I'm okay. So now you're comfortable with having man boobs. And what's going to end up happening? Your man boobs are going to get slightly bigger because you're not changing your actions. You're not switching up anything to actually give you the chest that you've been dreaming of. No, you've gotten comfortable with having man boobs. So now those man boobs become a little bit bigger, and now they just become titties. And then you start to say to yourself, guess I got to work these titties off or whatever. But they're not as big as some of the titties that I've seen. Okay, so what's the goal here? Are you actually trying to achieve your peak condition that you've been thinking about before? Or are you just trying to fit in with the crowd and say, well, because I'm not as bad as that person, I'm okay? It's that I think of the saying, if I'm running from a bear, I don't need to be the fastest person. I just need to be faster than you. Which in a bear situation, that makes a lot of sense. But in a life situation, I do want to be the fastest person. I don't want to have to worry about being faster than you. I'm already faster than everyone. So I don't have to worry about it. In the fat scenario, I don't want to be like, oh, my titties aren't as big as yours. I don't want titties. So I don't want to get comfortable. I don't even want to practice getting comfortable in that gray area. I don't want to make excuses or make concessions for those things that I know I need to be fixing. I'm either going to do it or I'm not. I'm very sure that I've driven my kids crazy with this statement, but it's an old Jedi principle. Do or do not. There is no try. There is no middle ground. There is no I tried to do it and oops, I failed. No, you're either going to do it or you didn't do it. That's another oversimplification. Oversimplifying things, like I said, it just makes it very easy to determine what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. What you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. It's the basis of having morals. It's the basis of having values. And I'm not trying to, attach it to that to make it seem like I'm holier than thou, or, this is a moral calling that everybody has to do. Fuck that. It's not about that. It's a way, like I said, for me to simplify my life. I'm either going to do something or I'm not. I'm either fat or I'm skinny. There is no way for me to be comfortable in that because I'm not where I want to be. If I want to make $1 million, it doesn't make a difference if I have $999,999 in the bank. Sure, I'm close to having $1 million, but I'm not a millionaire yet. I am $1 away from my goal, and I need to press to make sure that I achieve that goal. There's no middle ground. There's no gray area for me to gain comfort in. Oh, well, I got more money than most. No, that doesn't make a difference. If my goal was $1 million, I need to set that goal, I need to keep that goal, and I need to keep pushing for it. So that's the thing for, that I would pass on to everybody, that I do definitely try to pass on to my children. Like, set a goal and achieve it. If you haven't achieved it, it's okay. Failure is a part of life, and failure is one of the greatest teachers. So if you set a goal and you missed it, fine. Learn from it. Learn why you missed it. Was your goal too high? Which, very dangerous concept. I'll get into that at another time. But was your goal set too high? Or did you just not do what you needed to do to accomplish that goal, to achieve it? If you didn't, reassess, reevaluate, and reapply yourself. Keep moving forward. But don't get comfortable in that gray area. Don't fall into that trap of making yourself feel better about the things that you haven't done. That sounds very harsh and very Spartanistic, but sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need to actually look at ourselves and give ourselves that tough love. Tough love. You can be tough on yourself, but you still have to love yourself. Push yourself to achieve your goals, but don't abuse yourself in the process either. But like I said, don't allow yourself to be comfortable. Don't allow yourself to sit back and be like, okay, that was good enough. No. Did I get to where I wanted to get to? No, I didn't. Okay. Why didn't I? Let's figure that out and let's push forward to keep moving forward.